Ah, just what I was looking for. A riveting production. Hola, ¿cómo están? Do you have a few minutes to talk about past participles used as adjectives? Both Spanish and English have past participles. In English, past participles like turned or wanted often end in ed. But many past participles are irregular, like bought from the verb to buy, or driven from the verb to drive. The same is true of Spanish. Even though most past participles are regular, there are a few irregular ones as well. Let's start with the regular past participles, shall we? You form the past participle of regular AR verbs by dropping the AR and adding ADO. You form the past participle of regular ER and IR verbs by dropping ER and IR and adding IDO.
Bailar, bailado, comer, comido, vivir, vivido.
Atención! For ER and IR verbs whose stems end in A, E, or O, the past participle takes an accent mark over the I of the ido ending. Observe.
Caer, caído, creer, creído, leer, leído, oír, oído. Reír, reído, sonreír, sonreído, traer, traído.
Ready to practice? Fantastico! Let's move on. Now let's take a look at the irregular past participles of some verbs you know. Watch.
Abierto, dicho, descrito, descubierto, escrito, hecho. Muerto, puesto, resuelto, roto, visto, vuelto.
Did you notice that all of the irregular past participles you just learned end in TO except for dicho and hecho? In Spanish, as in English, past participles can be used as adjectives. They are often used with the verb estar to describe a condition that results from an action. But remember, like other Spanish adjectives, they must agree in gender and number with the nouns they describe. Observe.
En la entrada hay algunos letreros escritos en español. Tenemos la mesa puesta y la cena hecha.
Guess what? You've already used past participles like these as adjectives without even knowing it. Let's review. You learned that past participles for regular AR verbs end in ado, and that past participles for regular ER and IR verbs end in ido. You also learned that if the stem of an ER or an IR verb ends in A, E, or O, you add an accent to the I of the ido ending. And you learned some irregular past participles like escrito, hecho, and roto. Finally, you learned that past participles used as adjectives have to agree with the nouns they describe. Ah, estoy muy interesado en los estacionamientos.